The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make.
Good day, one and all. This is episode 20 of Series 2. What's the script? And we are doing Christopher's pick this week again, which we bit of slasher horror, we'll call it. It's no one or the other. Well, it's definitely a slasher. 1996, 27 years ago. Scream.
I was but a pube.
When were you born?
I was born 92. So technically you're still a wee pube.
Jeez, well, you'd another 10 years before you get a pube. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Oh, but I was too busy watching The Lion King and Species to give us any attention.
Sitting watching Species at 4, man. Jesus, this must have been fun. And said that, 1996, it was better times. A classic, fabulous team was going for 9 in a row. Yeah, we'll leave that there, though. So, 1996, mate, obviously in the film, we were talking about this offline. Is it a slasher, is it a horror? And you said it's a slasher movie, and I know why. So it's quite funny when Randy talks about it as a horror all the time, all the way through this, man.
Aye. He's just like viewing this whole scenario like a horror film, isn't he? Like a wee weirdo.
He was like, he was the darling of American TV and Saturday Night Live, and then he hit out with some shady pattern. He's never worked since.
Shady pattern.
Some shady pattern there. So, folks, listen, thanks very much for all your love and likes and stuff for previous episode. Once again, big thanks to Tone Media, Multimedia, who is sponsoring today's podcast. Showed a great level of support for us, and we fully appreciate it. So for all your digital doohickeys and the like, whether you want your wedding photographed, your wedding's communion, or if you want some graphics made, sound bites, videos, GIFs, memes, anything at all to be done digitally and in the media game, give him a like and a love and a wee follow and some business, because he's so reasonable. Nearly as cheap as we are, mate, for sponsorship. So get on top of that, people.
Aye. We're the cheapest hookers in the street.
Yeah, mate. Honestly. We remember, is it Wolf of Wall Street where he grades the prostitutes? We're the ones that are just sitting with fags in their mouth getting pumped.
Mad Aggie Bagwash.
We're the type of prostitute you would see down at Blytheswood Court there.
One leg,
The
one
back
arm.
stair.
A leg and a
Take
wing
the
will
false
cost you
leg off.
20 quid.
Take their false leg off and interfere with ourselves with a stump.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, this is gone. This leaving started yet and it's gone the wrong way. So, mate, the film starts just basically boom, ring, innit?
Yeah. We've got the young Drew Barrymore, who's
Prime Drew Barrymore.
prime. That's prime McRib, that.
Aye. So she's Casey. The phone goes, hello, who's this? And it's him at phone, do you know what I mean? And they have a bit of back and forth. The phones again. And it just gets to the bit, you can see she's home alone, can't you?
Aye. Home Alone, making... See, in actual fact as well, I reckon Drew Barrymore deserved to die. Right? Now, I don't do this, right? But who the fuck leaves something on the stove, like popcorn and all that? That just seems something that should be monitored. Who does that?
Aye.
That's the
Because
motive for this killing.
she is given ample opportunities to turn the burner off, isn't she?
Exactly. There's no need for it. But he's
Anyway.
just asking her if she likes scary movies and all that stuff, isn't it? And it's as the film goes on, you kind of find out why this is their line of questions.
It kind of leads her into a conversation, which she doesn't. She just starts talking about scary movies and that, and then they have a wee bit of flirtation and says, "Do you want to go out?" And she goes, "How are you asking me out?" And he says, "Yeah. Why would you ask me out?" And he says, "Because I want to know who I'm looking at." And that's when the moment.
Aye, it's quite creepy. See that? Because it's quite subtle, isn't it? Because it reminds me of a film. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the collar. Aye, the collar's inside the house. Know what I mean? I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the fucking name of it. There's been about 3 remakes of it. That's probably why. But it's something similar to that. But she obviously starts getting freaked out, doesn't she? And then see for some reason again, which I don't understand. This must be a classic case of simpler times. She's home alone in the middle of nowhere, and after this phone call is when she starts locking all the doors.
I know. Especially as we find out that only a year ago, somebody in the town was raped and murdered. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Mad Marie. Mad Marie. Do you know what I've noticed listening back to our podcast? We always refer to people as mad.
Aye.
They're Mad Brenda, Mad Davey and all that. Mad Grogu.
Aye, but
When they aren't really mad. But she is mad for no locking the fucking doors, mate, as you said.
exactly.
So she gets freaked out anyway. And she goes, "Look, I need to, away you go, hang up. Don't you hang up on me."
He starts getting aggressive, doesn't he? And what is it? He phones up. She says, don't hang up on me, and I'll gut you like a fish or something."
Hang up on me again, and I'll gut you like a fish.
Oh,
Fish gutting takes a bit of time.
aye. Oh, knife goes in, guts come out. But
Then she's greeting by this point, and she's knife goes in, guts come out. But this time she's like, "What do you want?" "I want to see what your insides look like."
I know, what is it she says at all? "I've got a boyfriend, Steve. He plays football and he'll kick your ass." And then I'm like that to myself, why were you leading this guy on? Like, "Oh, do you want to take me out?" Again,
No.
Casey's not completely innocent here.
No.
Burning popcorn, try to fucking do the dirty on your Steve. But the next thing...
She shows her toxic femininity.
Oh, but the next thing he says to her, "Turn the porch lights on," isn't it? And there's wee Steve. He's getting the full Reservoir Dogs treatment.
Aye, no half. I wonder what football he plays. Bloody juniors. He's a wee tiny guy. He's tied to the gaffer tape to a chair by the pool.
Aye.
And he's
Beside the fiver, man.
he'd be crying like a little bitch.
Aye, and this is when he starts playing the game, isn't it? We're going to start
Doorbell
playing
goes and all that.
Aye, I'm at your
Yes.
front door, and it's quite. See, his opening acts go. It is quite tense, isn't it?
It is, because it really starts. See, I watched this. I was at Weens Bay, right, caravan park on a holiday, and at the time I didn't work, so I had to get the train back from Weens Bay to Glasgow to go and sign on. And I went up the house after it, and this tape was there, and I just stuck it on myself on a winter's day, and I was whoa, mental. Because see, I know, like, there's wee things that I noticed last night, and he says to her, "Turn the porch lights on again."
Aye.
You know what I mean? Again. So he's seen her doing it the first time. Quite good.
Aye. But it starts playing this game, doesn't it? We're going to play a game for Steve's life.
Yes.
So she for some reason she's young Drew Barrymore's like a cat. The safest place in the house is behind the telly.
I know. She might have done a wee poo there at the same time. A wee pish.
Oh mate. But aye, he starts going
So-
that. What's the name of the killer in the Halloween movies? And she answers and gets it right, and then what is it? Who's the killer in the Friday the 13th movies? but she's obviously
Aye.
worked up and answers that rang.
Oh, she blows her load on that one. Jason, it's Jason. Jason. Wrong. No, it is. I've seen that movie like 20 times.
Oh,
And he's right. But he says, if you watch the original killer was Mrs. Voorhees, which is
just
very pedantic but true.
It'd be brilliant just to edit that bit in, wouldn't it? So when he goes, wrong, like my Arnold Schwarzenegger, wrong, boom.
So it's obviously she's got that wrong. Bye, Steve. And she turns the porch light on, and he's been gutted, hasn't he?
Aye. Oh, aye, Steve's well gutted she got that fucking question rang. That was a holiday to Alicante, you bastard.
Oh, he's lying there, Bisling's breed, and he's got his belly missing. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So by this time she's panicking. And then his
as one would.
One would, yes. Especially in a house that seems to be made of glass
I know.
with no curtains.
Oh my.
So his next question is, what door am I at? She's like, what? I'm either at two doors, I'm at your back door or your front door. And a lot of lashes like you being at their back door. So,
but he ends up smashing our back door in, didn't he?
Oh, he does.
Oh, there's
And,
bits everywhere. I hope you're going to clean that up.
Euphemism. Aye, MD uses that as a euphemism. A dirty bastard.
Oh dear. But aye. So
This is where she runs into the kitchen, and it's like an Argentinian football match with a smoke.
aye, exactly. This is what I'm saying, and just I suppose that's kind of like second thought now. Maybe the house is going to burn down. There's some fucking lunatic out here that's chopped up Steve. But aye. Who burns popcorn? I hate burnt popcorn. It's not right. It's not right.
Who makes popcorn? Just get by it. You know what? She's Snacks Go. I know we're having tangents here, right? But see, as Snacks Go, popcorn is utter garbage.
Oh, aye,
Isn't it?
aye. It's annoying sometimes. See when you're biting into it and it makes that squeaky noise. It feels mind the wee foam chip things you used to get when people would send stuff in the mail, like the wee fucking white things. That's the noise it makes sometimes. Like, ah.
It's like, they look like quavers, but they don't taste like them.
Aye, but it's like, oh, tell you what. And I now have a theory that popcorn is alive. And see when you're biting into it, and you hear that wee squeak. That's it, screaming in pain. So I would like to start the Popcorn Alliance movement.
Not to the vegans. Yeah, you're killing kernels, killing them. First, you roast them alive to they explode, and then you eat them.
Oh dear.
So she sneaks outside, doesn't she? Because she sees him flashing through in the house. And she's out in the back porch, and she can see him in the house.
See, I know this is supposed to be dramatic and all that when he's checking about the house, but why is he running? He's like running through the house that his cape is catching flight, and he's running like this.
I know, he is, mate. But she just kicks at the window, and he pops up, and he smashes the glass, and then he stookies the glass. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And manages to get a wee stab in the collarbone.
Aye, that's thing me. That's the toughest he is, the whole film, by the way. After that, it turns into a prawn cracker. But but again,
like a prawn cracker in the rain.
Oh, sugar mice in the rain. But what do you call it? Casey's seen her mom and dad driving back, isn't she? And that's when she starts making a run to go and get them.
This is a good tension builder because you think, oh, she might get saved here because her mom and dad look like yards away as they pull up the car. But she starts running towards it. We get the slow-mo chase scene in the back garden. It catches up with her, stabs her right in the boob.
Right in yon chest there. But it's a good how they do that, I know. See the wee stab? It's like, usually it cuts away for stuff like that, but obviously the way he stabbed her, she can't shout anymore. So it must have whatever it is. I'm not a doctor.
No, but I know what you mean. But as you say, see the way the knife goes in, proper looks stabby. You know what I mean? And then he's on top of her. She rattles him with the phone. So you think, another bit of tension, she's going to get away here. But as you say, mate, she tries to shout her mum and dad as they get into the door. And there's nothing comes out. She's, do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's kind of a wee sad bit, that, isn't it? It's a wee bit totes emotion. Because you're like, so like, you could have saved her there. Because they go into the house and they notice that the dad's affronted. He's like, this bastard's burning popcorn again. What if I tell her?
If I told her about using the cooker when we're not in, you bastard.
We're not a corner killing house.
But so he catches up with her again, gets on top of her, and then stabbing her and all that. She demasks him, doesn't she? Know that we can see who it is.
Exactly, aye, and you kind of see like a reaction, like, why? But like it says,
why me?
Aye, so it cuts back to the mom and dad in the house, isn't it? And they are running about looking for their daughter, really, and obviously in a mad panic. But the mom phones the phone, didn't she? And she can hear her daughter, know what I mean? And that's a bit much on it. You're like, oh, that's no nice, that.
Aye. Can you imagine being a mother or a father and you can hear your child getting done in, know what I mean? He's like, I can hear. But the dad says to her, look, get the car, go down to the Mackenzies, call the police, because they've no other phone in the house. Right? Go down to the Mackenzies and use their phone. But as soon as the mother goes out, she sees Casey's hanging for a tree, gutted, didn't she?
Aye, and just the old scream, isn't it? Horrifying, isn't it? Horrifying. But as the opening acts go, it's good, isn't it? Because usually with films like these, you usually need to wait a while before the killer starts his shenanigans, know what I mean?
Aye, the build up and stuff, but that's what I like. We say it all the time, or I say it all the time. When films just start, I love them, man, because you need to be engaged sometimes. But it goes for that opening to fucking Dawson's Creek in the next act, you know what I mean? Billy comes through the window.
See, last night when I was watching this, I just started right away as soon as that happened. I was like, I don't want to wait
for my life to be over. And then I was the same, mate, and then I started thinking of Peter Griffin doing it. I don't want to wait for my lunch to get colder. As only Peter Griffin can do.
Mate, it was the 90s, wasn't it? It was just the pure 90s. It must have, well, we're no Americans, right? But it must have been the thing.
I know, there's just easy access to top level houses. No bother. But Billy gets into Sydney's room. What are you doing here, Billy? Oh my God, I'm so in my nakedness. But she's got a wee gunny on. And then the dad appears, Sydney's dad, to obviously just give you, as the audience, hey, I'm going out of town for a couple of days. You're going to be on your own. You know what I mean?
And mate, see again, I know we'll talk about this before we started, but again, how Scary Movie caught on that he was a drug dealer is fucking phenomenal, man.
And what do you do if the police turn up? Flush the stash. Yeah, good girl, daddy's girl. You like that, don't you, sweetheart?
He's always out of town. And then soon you see Sydney's house later, it is in the middle of fucking nowhere, and it is a belter. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I noted that for later. It's Sydney has a mansion in the mountains.
Aye.
Fucking mental. But so Billy starts getting it again, the audience up to speed with where their relationship's at, and the fact that they've had sex or anything like that, and he starts comparing their relationship to The Exorcist.
Aye.
No, I mean the ratings, not the movie.
Oh mate, he's backed up, that boy. He's got a bad case of
Oh.
blue balls.
Again,
Oh,
scary movie. We just need to try our best not to just
I
eat
know.
every comparison at every scene. But aye, so they have a wee winch.
Oh,
He plays the good boyfriend card, saying, "Look, this whole sex thing, it's fine. I can wait."
aye.
Fucking can.
he said about 4 wanks outside that window. Fuck's sake.
That's how he climbed up.
Aye. Billy.
Sticky horse.
Billy, why have a look at my roof? Pigeons are always getting stuck out there.
Billy, what's that you're getting off your horn? Nothing. I'm just doing my
Oh.
Spider-Man.
Is that's tree sap there, Sydney.
I spilt yogurt. I was eating a yogurt outside your window. I promise. Spoon? Nah, I don't use spoons. That's how I spilt it, you see. But she says to him on his way out, look, as relationships go, would you settle for PG-13? He's like, what's that? And she just flashes her spaniel's ears at him, doesn't she?
I haven't got the wrong films, by the way. PG-13s. I don't remember one titty flashing a PG-13. Oh,
Because our PGs were, it was PG or 12 was the next one up, wasn't it? Your PGs were just proper Winnie the Pooh Disney stuff, you know what I mean?
Oh, parental
But the
guidance.
next thing we know, we're at Woodsboro High. The police and the TV circus has already started, hasn't it?
Aye, they're starting to notice all these mad reporters, aren't they? And the Gales there, they're Courtney Cox. Courtney!
Kitty. Aye, Courtney Cox, she's dressed like a fucking highlighter pen. That bloody psychedelic yellow skirt suit, man.
Mate,
But-
this is another thing. See Sydney's pal, I can't remember her name in this. Was she
Latham.
just gave like every like fucking just different theme dress all the way through this? Like it was just like we'll talk about it later on, see as it goes, but I'm like, fucking hell, man.
So Sydney's in her class and she's looking at the empty chair, which was probably Drew Barrymore's, you know what I mean? But she gets called to the principal's office, or as I call it, she gets summoned to Fonzie's house,
Oh, mate.
Fonzie's room.
Oh, the bold Henry Winkler, man. Oh,
He's good people, him. We like him.
aye. Had some career, man. Fucking. Yeah, but
We'll have.
aye. He's a head teacher, isn't it? And the police are there. And they want to question Sydney about things with Casey and that. But again, Mad Dewey. She goes, hey, Dewey. He's like, it's actually Officer O'Neill. You're like, fuck.
Sydney. He's doing all the mad eyebrow stuff.
Aye, mate.
You know what I mean?
How did he make it into films, man? Oh,
His wife,
mate.
Courtney. Aye, he's not the brawest actor at all, but he's funny for this. Plays a good role in it. The next thing you know, it's she doesn't really know anything, but they're alluding to the fact that she's had something traumatic happen in her life a year ago. Which is, we'll get to again, they don't divulge it fully yet. So Mad Fonzie's on the tannoy. Listen up here, kids. I need you to be vigilant. We got to get good traveling tools.
Aye. But then it cuts to the scene. But Sydney's wee group are all sitting discussing these killings and all that in it, and this is where we first see Stu. Oh, mate.
Aye, he's funny, man. Just can't even see him as Shaggy, but this is obviously the film that brought him to prominence, and he plays a good part, and he's just a big goofy guy that doesn't take life serious, and his jokes are quite funny. And then you've got Randy as well, and they're all saying maybe you were the murderer, maybe you were the murderer, maybe it was you that sliced and diced her. It's like, nah, I didn't kill anybody. He says, because they start talking sexist about, look, it has to be a guy that's done it. And Tatum says, how's it got to be a guy? He says, because it takes a man to do something like that. She was gutted and hung for a tree. Mad Randy. says, "Nah, you're right enough. It wasn't you, because it takes a man to do something like that."
Oh, and what was it to say? Start saying something like, "I apparently they cut the liver out and they put it in the mailbox or something." And
I starts doing Jerry Lewis, didn't he? Can I ask you a question? Yeah, sure. Did he put a liver in the mailbox? Because I heard he put a liver in the mailbox along to a pancreas and a spleen. And then Madge Stewart was like, "Look, stop being," because they got into Sydney a wee bit and it was, "Oh, liver alone." Liver alone. Nobody's laughing. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
oh, mate, it was a good one. But you see, Billy starts getting a bit fucking thing me. He's like, "Hey, shut your mouth." Know what I mean? Okay, that's out of
He's
order.
He's a typical 90s good-looking, hide behind his cutting hair kind of
It's
guy.
it's
of
the
that
hair,
time, isn't he?
Cadden. It's beautiful. Wet and combed.
You just don't see it anymore. Another shocking event. I'm shocked. So it's after school. Sydney's dropped off at the top of a mountain in the school bus. At this, I'm surprised they call it a house. This actual mansion on a cliffside in the middle of the top of the mountains. It's like our backdrop looks like the coffee fields of Colombia, doesn't it?
Aye, it is genuinely fucking house on the hill. It's like no, like there's mountains. There's mountains in the distance you can see, and there's nothing else between there and the house. Oh dear man.
There's actual her backyard is like the Serengeti or something. I don't know, man. It's just vast. Don't know where this was filmed, to be honest with you, but it's beautiful, absolutely stunning. What's that? What do you say there? But she's on the phone to Tatum, and they've arranged to have a sleepover and stuff. So just next wee bits, like Sydney walking about her house. It's setting up jump scares which don't come. Do you know what I mean? Her opening a door, then shutting the door, but there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And she just goes for a wee kip on the couch, doesn't she?
Aye. But before that as well, she's watching the news and you're kind of finding out that her ma was killed as well, you know what I mean? And that's when you're like, oh, that's what this stroppiness is about.
So her ma was Marie Prescott. She was raped and murdered a year previously, and Sydney gave an eyewitness event that it was Cotton Weary that done it. So she's put him in jail basically, and he's played by Liv Schreiber, very young Liv Schreiber.
Yeah.
And as you say, mate, she falls asleep to that, and we're up to speed.
Aye.
With the backstory.
The next thing she gets the scary movies call, you know what I mean? And again, it's a bit, but she's
hello, Sydney.
Aye, she's not buying it, and she thinks it's a bam up phone call and all that stuff, and she thinks it's Randy, isn't it? She thinks it's Randy, and she starts going, "Aye, okay, Randy, blah 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 blah," and then again, I don't know how she can she gets wound up with this, but she goes, "Yeah, I know Randy," and he goes, "But I'm no Randy," and then she starts going, "Oh my god, it's the killer."
Oh, here, maybe it's no Randy. Oh, I never thought of that. But she contradicts herself on the phone to the guy anyway. They're talking about scary movies. They're talking about how she says some big-breasted bimbo always gets killed because she doesn't make for the door when she should be making for the door. But then she goes out to the porch in the dark, leaves the door opened, obviously, and walks away from it to go to the edges of the mountain and look a bit in the dark. And then she says, "Look, if you're really watching me, what am I doing right now?" She starts fucking sticking her finger up her nose and all that, doesn't she?
And I wanted him to go, "Those boogies taste so good."
Oh, reminds me of biscuits and gravy.
And modest too.
Oh, sorry. Love you, Phil Hartman. There's somebody, a Phil Hartman appreciation Twitter page that started following me last week. They liked my wee video, my wee montage and all that. Wherever wherever you go, whatever you do.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Okay. So, sticks her finger up her nose, obviously, and then she goes to hang up, and he says on the phone, "You hang up on me, you'll die just like your mother." And she's taken aback.
Aye. That's a bit heavy, Randy. Know what I mean?
You have words of honor for school, Randy.
Aye.
But she goes in, and then again, mate, like you said, locks the door after the fact.
Aye.
But
Oh.
she's turned her back in that door for like 10 seconds anyway. So
Aye.
before we know it, she's no sooner inside her own house, locked the door, Ghostface jumps out a cupboard, and he starts chasing her.
Aye. And they start having this wrestle, and it, again, this is where again he's turned into a prawn cracker, man. Know what I mean? Because Sydney's practically ragdolling him a bit, isn't he? Know what I mean?
Aye, he's on top here, right? And he batters her head off the solid wood floor. So much so you think she's going to pass out. Then he just, typical kind of American horror, dangles a knife up and about her, and she comes to her senses, and she hits him with a cordless telephone. But the way he gets hurt, just say, mate.
Aye, this fucking is this lassie She-Hulk? Because he nearly flies into the wall, didn't he? You're like, for fuck's sake, Mad Zena.
He goes back at a rate of knots, mate. He's like, he turns into like candy floss in a puddle. You know what I mean?
Mad Zena, fucking warrior princess.
But she runs up the stair to her room,
Oh.
and she's got this thing going on with her bedroom door where she can brace it with the cupboard door. She done it with her dad earlier. She does it here, and becomes more prevalent in other Scream films as well.
Right.
So he can't get in, but she can't phone the police because he's on the phone. So what do you do if you can't phone the police? You email the police.
No, mate. Oh dear. And I want to know how quick the police were driving. Because
No.
see, for them, she is in the fucking wilderness.
It's either that or they've got a mountain division or something. I mean, every house
mate.
comes with its own police station.
Aye, fucking Vin Diesel is the sheriff here, man. But the killer bolts, didn't he? He knows he can't get in, but he's doing the typical slasher thing. He can't reach you, so he just starts swinging the knife like blah, blah.
So he disappears, and then Billy comes in the window again.
Aye.
A wee bit more clumsier than before. He looks kind of out of breath and a bit sweaty there.
Tiptoe through the window.
You're right there, Billy. Aye, just come in your window there. Did you know it's a 3,000-foot drop at your back? Climb up there.
I know. Fucking aye. See, before I climb into your house, I need to watch Cliffhanger before I get up here.
I was just going to say that. I was expecting to come through the window with a rope and a heat thing with a torch on it. One of your own pics.
I just got a mad image
But
of
it gives
Billy on a tightrope with a wee raccoon trying to save a wee raccoon.
By the way, that's heartbreaking, that opening scene. That is.
Oh.
That's Ace Ventura, man. So he comes in, he gives her a cuddle and all that. Oh, the killer was here. The killer was here. Was he really? Yeah. And then the biggest mobile phone on the planet falls out his pocket.
I don't get how this gives him away as the suspect. Like, drops a phone and it's like, you're a bastard. That's not on your family plan. What is that? Know what I mean? But, you must be the killer. You're the only person on this mountain range with a phone. Like, for fuck's sake.
I mean, the only get out for it is they've been going out together since before her mother get killed, and she's surprised at him having a mobile phone, so she must think he's no had one. That's the only thing I can think of, because as you say, mate, a phone? You're a killing bastard.
Again, I know we're not trying to do the scary movie thing, but see the way they do that? He drops a knife and a pair of gloves and you're like, well, then that makes sense.
I
Oh,
know. So she runs down the stair, thinking he's the guy, gets to her front door, opens it, and Dewey's standing there with a scream mask, isn't he? And he just gives a mad scream. No!
here's the thing. Why is he pointing the mask up to the door? Who looks at it like that?
I know. I was thinking, I imagine she looked through the spy hole first. Shite her pants.
Oh, so good, man. Oh,
So-
it's me, Sin.
My ass. So
Oh,
Billy's taken away. Billy's arrested.
he gets lifted
Put in the
that boy.
cop car.
Aye.
Aye. Put in the cop car and shouting, "It's me, Cindy. You know me. It wasn't me, Cindy." Aye, no bother, mate.
But,
And Tatum arrives to take her home.
aye, that's it. And she says to Dewey, "Our dad's not here. She's coming to stay with us." Again, man, Dewey. Does Mom know? Yeah, Mom knows. Doofus.
I know. Brilliant, man. So Gail Weathers arrives late, just as they're getting taken away and everything's calmed down. So she's missed her opportunity. And her cameraman, Kenny, kind of comes,
Aye.
was like, "Look, Kenny, I know you're about 300 pounds overweight, but when I say hurry, it means move your fat ass, you tab of lard."
I know, man. Man, Kenny gets pure torn into, doesn't he? Oh,
Aye. And again, I can't help it. Scary movie. The cameraman in that. "Oh, I'm sorry, Gail. Did you cap a feel?" "Yes, Gail, I'm sorry. I capped a feel. It was so nice, it's juicy." Brilliant, man. So they're in the cop shop. The police are talking to one another. They can't find Sydney's dad, where he said he would be staying and stuff like that. So they're getting at the, can't find her father, eh?
oh. This milk is sour and I ain't the type to drink it, see?
"You want to go on a diet? Smoke 10 cigarettes, girl."
Oh,
But the two of them are in the police station and they're able to see one another. You know what I mean?
aye.
It just wouldn't happen.
I know, it's just, aye, because Billy's getting interrogated by the sheriff, isn't he? While his dad's sitting
Aye.
there. And then it's, see what, again, oh, they say to him, "Why were you there?" Blah, 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 blah. And then the sheriff says, "Aye, we've got you out on the night that Casey was killed as well. Did you stop?" And then his dad isn't affronted by, "Oh, my boy might be a murder suspect," but he went like that. "You went out last night." Dawson's Creek right enough. I just wanted to get some nudie mags, Daddy. Love you, Daddy.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Sydney's roof for a hand shandy. You know what I mean?
Aye. I just
So,
wanted
but
to
this
go
time-
climb the mountain further.
I know. Jesus. But this time Tatum's turned up to take Sydney home. "Look, that's us, we're leaving." And Dewey goes, "No yet." She goes, "Look, doofus, I'm taking her home." And Dewey just turns into a wee boy and goes, "What did Mom tell you, huh? When I wear this badge, you treat me like an officer of the law." "Okay, Deputy Doofus, we're going home."
Yeah, man, Dewey.
Aye, it goes like that. Just as they're getting out the door, you just hear it as well. Goes like, "Look, I'm your superior." And then she says to him, "The janitor's your superior." I mean,
But aye, they go out the back door, don't they? And Gail's obviously knows that that's a tactic, and she goes round and she's questioning Sydney about it, but there's obviously a bit of needle between they two.
because Gail was a reporter and she's made profits off of her mother's death, which Sydney obviously finds badness.
Aye.
And when's the book coming out? "Oh, this summer." Hooks her.
Aye.
Belter.
Say Jacob. Full Balboa. But
Aye.
they say we're back at Sydney's pulses, isn't we? And everything is cured by a sleepover.
Definitely. Yeah. Well done, Sydney. I'll send you one in the summer. Bam! Bitch went down. Bang! Bitch went down.
Oh, just mad Sydney standing in a night dress. The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed.
But I assure you, my resolve has never been stronger. Sydney's lying there quite provocative in her wee t-shirt and her wee ankle socks there. And I was like, oh, hello there. And do you see who Tatum and Dewey's mum is?
I thought it was half Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Is it her, aye?
Billy's
Aye.
mum.
She's always
The man-
she's a typecast as the mother, isn't she? That's
Aye. She's not a kitchen psycho in this, but
oh, huffing paint fumes. But the next thing there's a phone call in there for Sydney. Again, I don't understand people's thinking in the 90s. Oh, Sydney, there's a phone call for you. Is it my dad? No. And you're like, this lassie's just been, somebody's just tried to do this lassie in. Like, on the phone for you there. Know what I mean?
it's
Oh.
quite unfortunate that Sydney has got no other relatives in the whole world.
Aye.
By her dad. No siblings, no cousins, no aunties or uncles. Just used to go to stay with her pal.
Daddy!
So, it's Ghostface.
Daddy wasn't there.
Yeah. So it's Ghostface on the phone, isn't it? And
Aye.
poor Billy boyfriend, which is quite funny. He says, an innocent guy doesn't stand a chance with you. Looks like you got it wrong again.
Oh,
Which makes reference to the fact that she's pinned Cotton for her
aye.
mother's death wrongly.
Yep. And it's just again, Dewey runs in after he runs in with his gun.
No. Runs to
After
the
she's-
phone with his gun in his boxer shorts.
Aye. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it.
No, I know. The Hoover, I know. But see when he picks the phone up when everybody's hello?
she hung it up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. See when Ghostface starts talking to her on the phone and all. Neve Campbell's acting here is shocking. It's black and white film for the 40s. Garbage in it.
Rubbing the phone on her face.
Oh, it's mental. You're not going to get the full effect of that unless you watch YouTube. People, so get on that. So very quickly, we're back to Woodsboro High, and it's a proper media circus this time. It's like the whole sidewalk's been taken up with police cars, news vans, the whole shebang in it.
Aye, it's a circus as they call it. And we find out that Billy's cell phone didn't make the calls as well. Know what I mean? So it was like, oh, you've got it wrong again. But then,
You know, yes, you daft wee bastard.
aye.
You had to let him go last night.
But then again, Sydney talks to Gail again, didn't she? And Gail's fixing her big shiner. Stay away from me.
They'll take one more step. But she says, look, I want to talk to you after the record. And she finds out here that Gail is still in contact with Cotton Weary, still interviewing him, still talking to him. Gail does not believe that Cotton was a murderer. And it's the start of Sydney's self-doubt, whether she was right or no. And she says, no, I seen him leaving with that jacket. And Gail says, no, you've seen someone leaving in his jacket. You know what I mean?
Aye, that's it. And that's when you're starting to find out that fucking Big Mary was a bit of a whore.
Oh, aye. Do you know who she reminded me? Fucking Margot Kidder. It's just like that fucking mad, horrible 80s goon-looking woman.
Oh,
But see, when Sydney eventually leaves, Gail, you can just see how driven she is about her selfishness. She just says to Kenny the cameraman, wow, innocent man on death row. That could really boost my book sales.
aye, because she's like, she did say Sydney, didn't she? Oh, you think the killer's still out there, didn't you? And she, no, I don't.
I go, who said that? You said that? I never said that. So she's at the lockers, Tatum and Stu are there. And Sydney's,
Oh.
hi Stu, have you seen Bill? Have you seen young Billy, my boyfriend? You know, the guy Billy, fucking accused of murder. And Stu goes, what, since you've branded him the Candy Man? No, he's pissed.
Oh, I've been in the next thing. There's some wee guy runs through the school dressed like Ghostface, didn't he? And it's throws herself against the lockers. You know what I
Oh.
mean?
You're dramatic, but she goes to like run round the corner and bumps right into Billy, didn't she?
Aye. And see this bit, it's fucking hilarious, man. I fucking laughed away like a madman. It's just talking about, oh, I'm not a killer and all that. The cop said I chased him away and all that. And then she starts going, this thing about no sex. And he goes, come on, Sydney, get out of your maw. My maw left. I want my nasties. Give me my fucking vitamins. I want them now. I want them yesterday and I want them today. You're like,
I want plenty of them.
I'll tell you
Aye.
when to stop.
Exactly.
Fucking hell, man.
And Billy's same or not, he's not washed his horns either. He says, no, I was in the police station, remember? And puts his horns up and he's still got the ink on his fingers. You're like, clatty bastard.
Oh, man, Sydney's
Never
like,
wash your hands.
you're supposed to wash your hands after you wipe your ass. You're fucking wrong, you.
But you're right, mate. He is. He's very choose with her. Just basically does what you said there in a roundabout sort of way, doesn't he? Right, you. That's your nodded a year tomorrow. Let's be having you. I want you here tomorrow at school when he's scants on.
Cookie!
Betty.
But he's like, no, what it reminded me, that wee guy in Die Hard, see when he starts going, come on, John, the cops are here, it's time to go home. Sydney, Bobby. Oh no,
Oh.
man. Oh,
What are you, method actor Hans? Put the gun away. This is radio, not television.
oh. The next thing.
But
You'll
the
get-
Fonz is in his office. And
Aye.
he's berating the two pupils with the ghost face masks,
Oh,
calling them little shits and all that. And he's brandishing this pair of scissors about, isn't he?
aye, the shiniest pair of scissors known to man. Know what I mean?
Aye,
But
the most sound effecty as well. Because he
Oh.
says, you're both expelled, get out of my office. And they go, what? No way, sir, you must be kidding me. And he shuts the door and goes, you know what, you're right. What I really should do is slice you up and all that, like the little shits that you are. So a wee red herring thrown in there for you. Oh, he's not the lovable
aye.
principal that we all think he is.
His name are happy days with the phones there. These are angry days.
Aye, so he's like, get out of my office. Next thing you know, Sydney's in the lavvy, the lassie's toilets. And she can hear two kind of, sit there, pure cheerleader bitches, man, just
Aye.
ragging on her maw, didn't you?
Aye. Just practically just trashing her into it, and then they start trashing Sydney. Like, oh, aye, she probably made it up. She's probably the killer. She's fucking deranged and all this stuff. And man, Sydney
Aye.
sits in the toilet having a pure crying wank.
Yeah, she's probably going to kill herself with that. Oh no, suicide's so out this year. Let's go with homicidal maniac. It's so much more puppy. I hate the way the lassies talk, man.
Oh.
And perfect bubble butt boyfriend. Like, okay, fuck off.
Why did he drag it out? Oh.
No.
But
So they go away. Sydney comes out, goes to wash her face at the sink. Here's a wee disturbance in the force.
aye.
Hello, is someone there? Is someone there?
I know.
And then you just hear Sydney.
Aye, and it's just, I'm curious again as to how, if this was the killer, how they knew Sydney was going to be in that toilet. Know what I mean? Just like, I beg your pardon. And then the
Exactly.
whole time standing on that toilet pan. Know what I mean? Just, oh,
I mean, she's been into the girls' toilet right after bumping into Billy, right? And we know Stu's outside the toilet with Billy.
Aye.
So obviously she goes into the stall. Here's the lassies talking, which means Billy or Stu must have came into the girls' toilets and went into that stall without the lassies noticing or even saying, "Hi, this is the lassie's toilet." You know what I mean?
Aye, exactly.
Anyway,
That
it's
aye,
quite good
that's-
when she looks under the stall and you just see the feet coming down, and then the wee dangly open bits of the cape. I really like that.
Aye, that was good. But it was like, how did he get there? That was just my question. But
That's it. I think I don't know, because there is a wee window in the toilet, which is a way up high in the back. You know,
aye.
I don't know, mate.
But that's the thing as well. See, when she
Maybe-
runs out, she runs by a teacher. Know what I mean? See if you're Sydney, you're like that. There's a creepy bastard in that toilet.
I know. You'd be picking the teacher up and using them as a weapon. Come here, you human shield, you.
Oh. But the
So
next thing
Gail
it
starts flirting with
Aye,
Dewey, doesn't she?
starts seducing Mad Dewey. Oh. Oh. Well,
Wow, you don't look a day over 12, do you? Except that upper torso area. I like to work out.
Gotta somebody get that boy a fucking set of sunglasses.
And she says, "Oh, you know, demographic studies have shown that I'm most popular with males between 12 and 24. I'm 25." So then he goes away and he turns around, gees at the pure. "I'm 25 years old, man. I was 24 for a whole year." So you were having hand shandies to her then, were you?
Aye,
Aye.
but that's what they hear the announcement into it by the Fawns. School's
Down.
cancelled. Aye. School's cancelled, and there'll be a curfew in effect for the whole town. You know what I mean? Ultimate Power has the Fawns.
That's it. Oh, I know. Aye. Not only closes the school, but shuts the town down with a curfew at 9 o'clock or
And
9
this is what
p.m.
this is what I'm talking about with Sydney's pals' outfits. Know what I mean? Daft,
Sounds
like
like game.
shiny trousers, and then like a daft football top. Know what I mean? Like that. What did wardrobe just go like that? We need you in every decade of dress for the whole movie.
Aye. And we noticed the same day that you seen Sydney at the lockers, but we want you to have pigtails
Aye.
by the time school gets shut. So whatever class you were in there, Hen, you were getting changed and making pigtails in your hair,
Oh,
which is fucking bizarre.
I know. But
So Stu decides, look, party at my house tonight and all that, need to blow off some steam.
aye.
Starts high-fiving everybody and ordering red cups.
Oh,
Every party in America, red cups.
see one of my pals? They go red cups at something. I can't remember, at a festival or something. And he said to his girlfriend, "Oh my god, see the outside of the cups, they taste like strawberry." The next thing his girlfriend was sitting licking the cups. Oh,
Oh, she sounds like a Nobel Prize winner, that you.
but,
Almost any more than that, in case
aye.
she's still there.
Oh, but aye, the next thing you see the Fawns into it. He's in school playing about with this mask. Bleh, bleh. And
Aye.
he's
Then he,
he's getting he thinks he hears somebody and he's getting stalked and all this. But what was a good bit is when he opens the door and I can't remember what he says, but then it's like the wee janitor mopping the flare and he's dressed like Freddy Krueger. I was like,
know.
yes.
Mate, I've noted it down. And there is absolutely no need for it. It's no Halloween.
Aye.
He's everything he's got. He's just Freddy Krueger before he gets burnt. You know what I
Aye.
mean?
Aye. It's got this Wes Craven bit in it. It's like a wee nod to his Freddy Krueger films.
Aye.
But Freddy was the Janny, wasn't he? He was a janitor.
He was a
Aye.
janitor in the school, and he used to take him down to the boiler room and all that.
Aye.
Have his way with him, the bastard.
Aye.
But aye, mate, it's like so blatant fan service. You know what I mean? It wasn't subtle or nothing. It was just, again, the only other thing he could have done was put knives on his hands and cooked his face. You know what I mean?
Cooked his face. But
But as you say, mate, the Fonz is freaking himself out. He opens his cupboard door. He's got a full wardrobe in his office.
I know. And the Fonz is a superhero, mate. Oh.
True. It should have just been leather jackets all lined up. But he's freaked himself out. He opens his cupboard, nobody in there, obviously, and then he goes like that. Oh, get a grip of yourself, Fonzie. Hey!
Right.
And then he goes to shut his office door. Goes face to there, behind the
Aye.
door.
And the Fonz gets milked, didn't he? But there's a good
Well
wee
and truly,
scene,
mate.
because see when he's lying there
That-
and you see the blood kind of seeping through his shirt and all that. It's just when you see ghost face, see on his eyes. I thought that was cool, man. Like the last thing he sees.
Aye.
Aye.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent. So next thing we know, school's out. Oh, summer. School's out till Tuesday.
Aye. But this is another thing, mate. I was fucking howling it, man. Right. Obviously, you've got Sydney and a pal talking about, oh, you're maybe you all rang about that. Maybe you're, and then there's only so many times you can hear that Richard Gere had a gerb off his bum before it started to believe it, right?
No.
Something like that, right? You see, after they have that conflab and then they go back in the house, you see Ghostface in the bushes, and he's like, hiding behind a tree, like a Scooby-Doo villain. Ugh.
Oh, mental. But again, it's a nod to the fact that Sydney is even further down the line with doubting herself that Cotton was the killer.
Oh,
So, like that. Sorry, we'll blow off some steam at this party and all that shit. So we get into the video store where Randy works, into it, and it's absolutely heaving. And a wee wry smile on my face, remembering the video shop. Just till I've got to the video shop, mate.
yeah, it was smashing. This is where I've seen. That's probably where I've fucking seen Scream. Know what I mean?
Aye.
But that was the
Probably,
thing.
mate.
Friday night, you used to get 3 videotapes for rent, and then you had to return them on the Sunday. That was it. And you had
Videotape for sale or rent. Room to let for 50 cents. I don't know why that came to my fucking head, sorry.
be kind and rewind.
Oh, that's right, mate, that's right. Remember, you used to take the videos back and they'd open the case, and if they looked at it and had to be reminded, we guys just go, I mean, brilliant. Youth of today will never know the pain of having to wait for a tape to rewind
Oh,
on everything. But
tremendous.
Randy's talking to Stu, giving it the rules of a horror film,
Aye.
and like everybody's a suspect and kind of stuff, and he thinks Billy's done it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he still thinks Billy's a killer and all that stuff. And Stu starts laughing at him and all that. See the way he laughs? Tongue out and all that.
Oh, shit. Oh, knocks my mic over there.
And Stu's like, he's asking, but what about Sydney's dad? Still having to fund him and all that? And this is mad. And Randy goes fucking pure ape shit, didn't he? He's like, everybody's a suspect. And the whole shop's like, I'm like, oh.
We're here, son.
Right.
And he goes like, look, I'm sorry, I'm telling you it's Billy. And he turns around and Billy's writing his equipment. What's that?
Aye, exactly.
Oh, hi, Billy.
It's pure intimidation, in it? Because the two of them are there. They sandwich him, didn't they? And it's just...
Aye, but Billy says to me, he says, if I'm the killer, then what's my motive? And Randy does a cool one. He goes like, it's the Millennium. Don't need a motive.
Aye.
And Billy's like, I like that. Millennium. Good one.
But then you see like a
Get
mad...
out of here.
Then you see like a mad montage in it, and the whole town locking up. Like, bandits are coming, pulling the shutters on the shops and all that.
Mate, honestly, you took it right out of my head there. That's what it was like. It's the McCallum brothers coming into town. Everybody, you know what I mean? A woman rushing her 2 wains at the ice cream parlour. Come here, kids. Did you have time for that ice cream in the first place?
Oh, superb, man.
You're like, it can't be 9 o'clock,
Aye, I know.
surely.
But then you've got Dewey, it's went and got himself an ice cream, and you've got the sheriff out there, just pure.
Aye. He's doing the dramatic talking while having a draw his fag.
Oh.
And Dewey's dramatically looking and answering him back and having a lick of his cone.
She's just like going, but I thought you quit. And he's like, it's a good day to get back on it, you see. And this reminds me of the Valentine's Day massacre. The sheriff is shook. Know what I mean? Shook.
I know.
Oh.
And we should probably say it, give a wee nod to the backdrop music in this. It was Nick Cave. Red Right Hands. Can love that song, man.
Aye.
Peaky Blinders anthem.
But that's when you're finding out as well that the phone calls came from Sydney's dad's phone as well, know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, shit. Oh.
It's quite funny. I thought about, imagine they come back and made this into a movie, and Sydney says, with my luck, I'd probably get Tori Spelling to play me, which happens.
Aye.
It's quite funny.
Oh, mate, I've missed a bit as well. See the bit when it's Sydney and a pal, and they're in the supermarket getting the munchies and all that. And Sydney picks up, like, it must be like lollipops or something, and puts them in the trolley and they push it away. You see Ghostface reflection in the fridge, and he's like that.
Yeah.
Go back and watch it. He darts behind like fucking popcorn or something. And I'm like that. Somebody has got to have seen him dressed like that, walking round the street and walked into that shop. It's just fucking.
Aye.
It was
Especially
so.
the freezer section. It's bright, know what I mean?
Oh, mate, it was fucking so slapstick, man. I was fucking, again, laughing my head off.
Oh, I've never seen that, mate.
But the next
But
thing, they're
she's-
driving to Stu's, innit?
Aye, she's defending Billy and all. Do you know what? Billy's right and all that. Pure sexual anorexic. Which is quite funny. But aye, they're driving to Stu's. Dewey drops them off. You've got to question the police. Do you know what I mean? She's been threatened twice. She's been attacked twice. I'll drop you off at your own party then. Just you can enjoy yourself. But anybody could be the killer. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's fucking madness. Obviously, Gail's following Sydney and all that into to this house party, but
Aye.
we're in Stu's party gaff. Fucking oodles of alcohols and red cups.
Aye.
Oh,
That's good, man. But Gail's kind of using her sexual moves on Dewey to maybe you should take me in and all that. And Gail's got a camera she wants to take in there as well to plank it.
aye.
The wee squad are having a watch of the videos, and this is where Randy stands up and gives what you thinks are the 3 vital rules in a horror film to survive in it.
Aye. No sex, no drinking drugs, and never say, I'll be right back. But, and see during this as well, Stu asks his girlfriend to go and get him a beer. And she's like, oh, what am I, the hostess? And that's
So Tatum goes,
what
Sorry.
I didn't really notice at the time, and I'm like, oh, he's sent her for a beer. Know what I mean? You fly bastard.
because the beers are in a fridge out in the garage.
Aye. But Gail's into it, and she plants this secret camera, know what I mean? But again, the police are walking about this house, right? Dewey's walking about this house as a copper, right? I take it this is all underage drinking. Well, in America anyway, you know what I mean? Just like that.
Exactly.
And it's just
Because they're not
you're
at
going-
high school. Know what I mean? High school is
you're
what,
going to
the
love
same as your
America.
secondary school.
I don't know.
Aye, so they're obviously 16,
But-
17 maybe.
Aye, but oh,
Aye,
mate.
smashing police work there, deputy. And he's the only police there. One
Aye.
fucking police. But all the Waynes in the town are in this one house, but there's one policeman there.
Aye, but the sheriff's still back at the. He's still back at the fucking police station. Like,
He's still on the
Chase
front porch running scenarios. Maybe it was all Jefferson. He's been here a couple of times. Then there was the Martha case as well.
oh. But the next thing, it's I can't remember her name. Sydney's
Tatum.
Tatum.
Tatum. Tatum.
All right, Tatum. Big Shannon. But she walks into this garage to get the beers with the most pokiest nipples ever.
Oh,
And
you'd hang duffel coats on them.
aye, you could hang a fucking duffel coat on that with 2 glass bottles of iron brew in the pockets.
Soaking wet.
But why is she dressed like she's been the 70s?
Oh, she just must have ran out of outfits by this time, but thankfully this is the last one she fucking wears. She goes into the garage, into this big fridge, decides to lift as many beers as she can really carry,
Aye.
and the door behind her's closed. So she decides, I'll go to the garage door. Goes to open that up, it starts opening, she walks towards it, and it stops and starts coming down. And she turns around. Mr. GF is there, isn't he?
Aye. Just sitting there all suggestive. And she's like, she walks there like, oh, haha, this is, well, do you want to play Psycho Killer? And he's just nodding away and all this stuff and all that. But then, like, he grabs her and she drops all these bottles of beer, right? And then instead of just stabbing her right away, you know what I mean? Just doing her in, he cuts her in the forearm. I'm like, what if there's one passerby who get into the garage for a beer? You know what I mean?
I know. Chibs her. Just chibs her. So she runs to the door, which is locked, and decides the only way she can get out is through this fucking cat flap on the garage door. Which, by the way, she can fit through. Nae bother.
Aye. But see, she's trying to stop this killer from getting her, right? So she starts launching fucking these bottles of beer with such force they smash on Ghostface. Like he's either made of steel or she's a fucking shot put champion or something. Know what I mean?
I know.
And it's
Even the smash on him.
Aye.
Pure flies back.
Aye, it's pure.
So
Like,
it's like-
oh!
It's like Street Fighter 2. Hadouken!
Hadouken!
It's meant. It's comedic the way Ghostface gets leathered quite a lot throughout this.
But see,
Yet the killers later have no bruises or cuts on them.
see when he gets her on the grunt at one point, right? And she's above him and they're wrestling and all this, right? And again, she does a Xena kick and kicks him in the stomach. And he does a forward flip onto the stairs. And I'm like, is there zero gravity in this fucking garage?
Moment. Aye. See if he landed on his both feet and put his arms up, he'd have got a
Aye.
10 for it, know what I mean?
Oh, fucking hell, man.
And this is when she runs to the garage door and tries to get through the cat flap. Which again, I can't stress enough, is more than ample for her to fit through. But she gets fucking stuck in it for some reason.
Aye.
So Ghostface thinks, haha, I'm no stabbing you. I'm going to turn the garage door on. So the garage door starts going up. Tatum's caught in it. And as much as she can't get through, she can't come back the way either. For some reason, do you know what I mean?
I know, man. Oh, it's
So,
just fucking...
The door goes up, breaks her neck,
Aye. And she's hanging there like a bag of lashing. But
and then Ghostface goes out the previously locked door. No bother.
I just singing that song. Do, 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 do. Oh,
So by this time, Billy's appeared at the party, and he just wants to talk with Sydney. Stu's giving it the go up to my parents' bedroom and have a talk, or whatever. It's called tech, you fuck reg.
oh,
But by this time, Sydney's dying for her hole.
aye.
No. It's a splendid idea. Let's go up to the bedroom and just talk, because that's what bedrooms are for. Talking.
I don't want to start talking about, why can my life not be like a Meg Ryan film or something? Or a porno. And it just goes, wow.
70s music comes into it. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Comes into Boogie Nights. So we find out that the camera, Gail goes back into the news van, and the camera that she's planked, there's a 30-second delay on it.
Aye.
Which they deduce because that's how long it's taken her to come from the living room to the van, which is fucking mental. But this time, Sydney and Bill are having their one-to-one, obviously. They're talking in the bedroom. Billy, it's all a great big movie. Just got to pick your genre. All right, mate. No bother.
Oh,
So Billy's getting his hole.
aye. Oh,
Sydney has got a bra on that looks like the bra the woman in Psycho had on. The white bra.
aye. It's a metal coat hanger holding that bad boy up.
Yeah, it must be one of her mammy's bras or something. It's ancient looking. It's not befitting of a young high school person. Not that I give about checking them, you see.
Oh, connoisseurs of
But,
bras of me. But meanwhile, down the stair, they're all watching Halloween, aren't they?
Aye, sorry. This is where Randy gives the rules. It was a
Aye.
wee bit premature.
Aye. He starts going, Stu's like, when do we see Jamie Lee Curtis's tits? He's like, you don't see the tits till she goes legits. Oh.
So
Like
he
you
just
said,
stands up, tells them all the rules, they're offering him popcorn up and all that.
Aye.
It's quite funny.
first of all, no sex. Boo!
Gunjap pedo. Gunjap beast. So
I just
next
wanna live
thing,
my
no
life.
drink or drugs. And they'll start cheersing it. So, hey,
Hey.
cling, 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 cling. And number 3, perhaps the most important rule of all, never say, I'll be right back. And that's where Stu gets up, goes, I'm going to go and get a beer. MD want one? No, thanks. I'll be right back.
They all go, oh!
Fucking love that guy.
Who said that
Big star.
thing?
Big Stu, man. Big Stu's a man. Fucking mental. So, Dewey takes Gail a wee walk because he's had a radio through that Sydney's. There's been a car found in the bushes. We don't know it's Sydney's father's yet, but he goes like, "Would you like to come with me, Miss Withers?
Yeah.
Try and fix my fucking eyebrows."
Would you want to go a romantic crime walk? Like, what?
No, I know how
Oh.
to show a girl a good time. She goes to the van and he goes like, "No. I thought we'd walk. It's such a nice night, and I don't need to be watching all these people in that house. You know, there's such a nice night."
I just walk along the road, and I know there's a serial killer potentially here, but come on, let's live a little.
I know, but this time the sheriff's back. He's had his fucking 2 lungs removed.
Aye.
He's on a nebulizer.
Aye,
He's
he's
smoked a
getting
million
taken out on
fags.
a gurney. Know what I mean? Still smoking.
Oh, mental.
Oh.
There's people leaving the house periodically, but then they hear on the phone, Randy goes, "You kidding? What? Why would they phone fucking Stu's house? I don't know." But
I know, mate.
Randy picks the phone up and he's, "What is it? What's happened? Principal Fonzie has been killed. He's hanging up off the goalposts." He's been gutted and killed. He's hanging for the goalposts there. So the guys that were sitting in the living room go, "Whoa, gotta go see this, way!" And they all
Aye.
drunk drive
Aye,
to
know
fucking
what I mean?
school.
Aye, they're all whooping and yachting, aren't they? Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh.
Again, Dewey might have done something about this drinking and driving, underage drinking and driving, but they're in such a hurry to get to the school that they kind of knock Dewey and Gail off the road, didn't they? And they fall in the bushes.
Aye, and have a wee kiss. Oh, this is the right time for a wee smooching. But then this is when Gail notices this car, isn't it? And then that's when Dewey goes like, "Oh shit, this is Sydney's dad's car. Why is he here?" Know what I mean? And it's just all dramatic. Dun, dun,
Oh my God,
dun.
this is Shady Guy Prescott's car. It's
Aye.
only 2 minutes from Stu's house, but nobody's seen it in 3 days.
Oh, tremendous, man. But
This time, Sydney and Billy have done the deed, haven't they?
aye, fucking Sydney's been gave her vitamins and all that.
They've managed to crowbar her back off the ceiling. And she
But-
just then decides to question whether Billy's a killer or no again
Aye.
by saying, see when you get to jail the other night there, who did you phone? My dad. No, I seen the police phoning him. I phoned, but there was no answer. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you?
Aye.
Getting all shirty.
Oh, shutty. But then the next thing, the killer walks in, didn't he? And then stabs Billy. Aye. Listen to me. Sydney, we got me, Sydney.
Oh, I feels it. Got me good.
This man fucking Billy lying on the floor going, ah.
Tis but a scratch. So we think Billy's been done in by Ghostface, who in turn starts chasing Sydney all about the house, doesn't he?
Aye. Runs round the bed instead of early tapping. Oh.
Which,
But-
when we find out who the killer is, maybe, and it's his mum and dad's bed, didn't he like get it, because his mum and dad told him, hey, before we go here, no shoes in the bed, right? Yes, mammy. But she runs up to the attic.
Oh.
She gets out a window onto the roof, didn't she?
Aye.
And she's wondering what to do.
And the killer grabs her. Obviously, she falls off this roof onto a boat. But this is when she sees a pal, Channing Tatum. He done a cat flap, know what I mean? But it's
She's changed again.
aye.
She changed her Clay's deeds. That's not what she had on when she died.
Different hairstyle and everything. Oh,
Brilliant. But she runs back for fucking God knows why to the house after escaping the house. She runs
Aye.
back to the house.
oh
And as
mate.
she's running there, Stu appears. Said, you gotta help me, And then Randy comes out the front door, didn't he?
Aye. I know, but you're seeing Randy watching Halloween, and he's shouting advice to Jamie Lee Curtis. Turn around. Meanwhile, the killer's behind him. But then Sydney runs to the van to get help off Kenny. Know what I mean? And they're seeing this on the monitor, and he forgets about the 30-second delay, and Kenny goes out to help him. But then the next thing, the killer appears and slits Kenny's throat, and you're like, "Oh my god,
Aye.
they killed Kenny, bastards!"
I forgot about that bit, mate. Aye. So then she runs to the police car and they start playing police car lock tig.
Mate, it's so slapstick. Know what I mean? It's because even see when Sydney crawls through the TV van through the wee hole, he climbs through after her, and I'm like,
No, any sane person would see where she's gone and walk round to where she's
Oh.
coming out for. You know what I mean?
aye,
But that's when she runs back to the house. Stu appears out of nowhere. Randy comes out the front door. And they're screaming, "Oh no, somebody's dead, man!" They don't know what to think, don't they? No, she doesn't know what to think.
aye. And meanwhile, who do you call it? Aye, Dewey's been in searching the house in it, and Gail sees Deed Kenny, and obviously the blood on her van and all this stuff, and she crashes her van. But Sydney's running back to the house. She sees Dewey coming out, but he's like, Sydney, I've got an itch in my back and I can't get to it.
Night fever. That bit in the airplane.
Aye.
Start dancing.
But he's been stabbed in the back into it, and that's how she gets the gun when Stu and Randy appear and they're trying to say to her, "No, he's the killer, blah blah blah," and she shuts the door on both for him. Know what I mean? And
And then, who we thought was killed, Billy starts falling down the stair.
Now stay away from those lead-based paints, Billy.
Oh, what's happening? Said, "Oh, Billy, oh, you're all right. You've got holes in your shirt, but you're all right. Give me the gun. She gives him the gun.
Oh,
Dick move, man.
was he saying this? It was tremendous at the time. See, when I remember seeing it the first time, like, oh fuck, Billy's alive and all that. He's got to save the day. And they open the door and Randy runs in. Randy's like, oh, it's Stu. He's the killer. He's went crazy and all this. And then that's when Billy turns bad.
Aye, Billy just stops being in pain and dying, and points a gun at Randy and shoots him. and says, "We all go a little crazy sometimes,"
Aye.
and starts doing that,
Aye.
scratching his head with a gun. I'm a psycho.
Aye.
And he says as much. He goes, Anthony Perkins, psycho.
Aye, man, and it's just the whole thing's revealed, isn't it? Sydney goes to run away, bumps into Stu, and Stu's got the voice changer and all that. Surprise, Sydney. You're
Right,
like,
man.
this-
You're right, mate. The first time we saw this, I was, whoa, this
aye,
is fucking good, man. What's happened here? That was
exactly,
excellent.
man. But it all
So-
comes out in the washing, isn't it? That he tells.
Comes out of action. Just quite funny because Stu goes on to play Shaggy, and in pure Scooby Doo form, they start divulging the plan and everything that's happened.
Aye. Because they start saying it was actually Reto that killed Sydney's mom and raped her and all that and framed Cotton and stuff. And then you kind of get to the motive why. And it turns out that mad fucking Marie, or whatever her fucking name was, she was up jumping Billy's dad's bones. Know what I mean? And that's the reason his
aye,
mom
she-
left.
She was squatting on top of everybody, so she was. But Billy says to her, "Look, your mum was a slutbag whore, flashing that shit all over town." I'm like, "What? Flashing what?
I know.
Telling you."
Oh, and I've just got to laugh, man. Mad Sydney's da. He's away flying all that. Aye, she'll be happy with that big fucking house on the hill that looks over the land there. But
Exactly.
no sooner.
But Stu says to her, he says, "Well, now you're not a virgin. Now you've got to die. They're the rules."
He's mental in it because the two of them are just like pure deranged that they're playing this like as like a movie. Know what I mean? Just going with every storyline to a movie. But then they go, "I've got a surprise for you." The next thing they drag out fucking Fader, who's been hog-tied. Know what I mean?
Aye. This is a bit you referred to last week. You'd seen another film. It's when Stu goes, "Got something for you. It's a scream, baby." He's got his
Aye.
wee fingers pointing up to his head, man.
Aye. That was it. It was a Gold member when he starts going, "Remember the academy? Think."
But aye, mate, she drags her dad, who's bound and beaten into.
Aye. He's been gave the
And the
full
idea
Rizla
is
dog
just start putting things in his pocket,
Aye.
mobile phone, knife, gun.
Oh, but this is it starts turning like proper sinister here, but doesn't it? Because it's that right. Me and Stu are the only survivors of this killer. Know what I mean? And he
Aye,
shoots
left for
himself in the
dead.
head. Aye. So he's like that, and then they just start stabbing each other. Know what I mean? And you're like, fucking hell, man. That's a bit drastic. That.
Billy gives Stu one stab and then Stu returns it. But in returning the stab, Billy takes offence. He's fucking sore. Starts just plugging Stu. "Oh, hey, man. You went too deep. I'm feeling a little woozy here, man." Brilliant.
Aye, that's what he says. I get the gun. We'll shoot him in the head and we'll get this here and done with. Stu goes to get the gun and the gun's not there anymore. And it's all Gale. Do-do-do-do-do.
9-9. She appears with a gun.
And she's pointing at his gun.
And
And,
then-
but the safety zone in it when she tries to shoot Billy and Billy takes it off her and just gives enough all this as Sparta fucking kick right onto Dewey.
No, didn't he punch her? He just Sparta booted her out onto the porch and she lies on top of Dewey.
Oh,
Which again is quite funny in later films because it happens again. But this time they go back to the kitchen, Sydney's no there.
oh mate, that was
and
another thing Stu says, I know. He goes, I thought you said she was dead. She looked dead. She still does.
Aye, he's quite comedic and funny. Plays a good part in this, does Stu.
Aye.
So Sydney's away. Don't know where she's went to, but then the phone goes. And then it's Sydney on the other side of the phone. She's been the protagonist.
Aye.
That's leaving a word into it, no. The roles reversed, should they say.
Aye, and she's Billy starts searching for her, doesn't he? And that's when Stu's on the phone. And he's like, "Did you really call the cops?"
That's Stu with the phone. Oh, hit me with a phone, man. Then he answers, "No." Dead polite on it.
He's
Brilliant.
like, "Did you really call the cops?" And she's like, "Aye." He's like, "My mum and dad are going to be so mad."
Don't worry about taking your last breath there, mate. What about your mum and dad think?
Oh, fucking tremendous, man. And then he says, "Well, Billy's got a motivation. So what's your motive?" And he goes, "Peer pressure."
So Billy's looking for Sydney, right? I don't remember where all these feathers came from.
Aye.
He's
I know.
he's got the gun, he's got big feathery horns. Don't remember anything happening with big feathers in it.
Oh.
She jumps out the cupboard,
Aye. Jumps
stabs him with an umbrella, which is
Aye.
clever as fuck.
Aye. Right in the heart. And Stu comes out and she starts wrestling with Stu into it. But I don't know, because
That's tasty.
he does, he chases her, didn't he? I was like, because I went, does he grab her in the kitchen and the next thing they end up in the living room? Know what I mean? But
Aye.
she gets the better of him, like, again, quite comedy. Know what I mean? Hits him with a plant pot, fucking birds start flying on his head. Know what I mean? And then she pulls the telly on his head, and that kills him. But as I was going to ask you, does Stu appear in any other Scream films? No, because I wouldn't think
Oh, yes, it does.
falling on his head killing him.
Because it's a 1996 big giant television that probably weighs about fucking, I don't know, they were heavy, you know what I mean? So she lobs that on his face, and that does him in, which would, definitely.
But that's when you find out that Randy's still alive, isn't he? And he's like, "Oh, I've never been so happy to be a virgin."
Aye. But Billy gets back up, say hello to your mother, but Gail appears with a gun this time and shoots him, didn't she?
Du-du-du-du-du.
Nine! Safety's off this time, bitch.
Aye.
Oh, and they're just looking at Billy fucking lying there. And Randy says, "Be careful. They always come back for one last scare." Right on cue.
Aye, and she pops him right in the head, doesn't she? And she goes, "No, in my movie." And unties a feather, know what I mean? He's like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on here?"
Dewey, we find, is getting carted out in a gurney. He's still alive.
Aye.
And then it's just Gail giving the report, and the camera pans away, and that's the film ended. No
Aye.
need for fucking about or anything like that. No great debriefing or nothing.
Nope.
That was it. And that was Scream, 1996, mate. What'd you think it?
It was alright, mate, but it was like I says, I'm going to go see this new one. So I'm not going to watch all of them, but I'm going to see what it is now to what it was then. Because obviously that's 96, know what I mean? So it's obviously got to have improved. Because they still can't be doing the slapstick comedy with the killer fucking getting booted into cartwheels. Know what I mean?
It's tightened right up. I mean, that's how I think the Wayne brothers just looked at that and thought, "Come on, fuck, let's do this. Let's parody this." And to be fair, they parody a lot of other kind of horror slasher films as well, which is funny as hell. But they tighten up all that kind of side of it. Especially the latest one before the one that just came out. That was really good. And they've got Bea Ortega in there for Wednesday. She's a good wee actress. But I enjoyed it, mate. Out of 10, I will give it a solid 7.
I'll get a 6. 6.
Cool.
No, I mean, it's no shite. It is good. And I remember, at the time, first time I seen it, going, "Oh, I hear this is different." Know what I mean? 2 killers instead of like the Michael Myers and Jason stuff. Know what I mean? But aye, it's just what kind of brought it down is some of the acting, and obviously the killer eventually becoming a wrong cracker man. Know what I mean?
In the kind of the realms of story, plot, and then Twist. That was decent,
Aye.
man, wasn't it?
Aye,
Really good.
that's what saves it, know what I mean?
Because I remember thinking at the time, a way back, it could be Stewie or Billy. And then as the film goes on, you think, that can't be him. And then turns out it's the two of them, which
Aye.
was excellent. Plus the backstory. They were the ones that killed Marie Prescott, Friend Cotton and all that kind of stuff, which is great. But following this up, Scream 2, mate, I would get a wee watch because it's good follow-on, so it is. But anyway, what's your Glaswegianism for Scream?
Oofed.
Ah,
Oofed. That's it.
oofed.
Know how people scream? Oofed.
OOFT. That's a
Aye.
good one, mate. Can't embellish any more than that. I really don't think. It's me came up with this idea and all, innit? I always forget. them.
Aye.
I used to have them. Used to have hunters in them.
Oh.
Oh. Greeting. There you go. That's shite.
Oh. So,
But that was it, folks. In association with Tone Multimedia, that was Scream 1996. Thoroughly enjoyed it anyway. I might even just go and watch the second one now, actually. It's something today before I go and pick the babbies up for nursery later.
yes.
And you've got a weekend of the cinema coming up, haven't you, buddy?
Yes. Probably going to go see 65. Creed 3. I'll go see Scream on Sunday. And perhaps Monday, depending how the dentist goes, either Champions or Cocaine Bear. But we'll see.
Cocaine Bear's name's Charlie, I'm guessing.
So, have you got a film for next week?
I do, mate. But it's an art comedy, which I might change. Leave it with me. Try and
Alright.
shy away from another comedy. Because I was wanting to do Airplane.
Oh.
We'll do that eventually. I says to the guys at Wreckfest, keep an eye out for next week, but I'm going to leave it. Also, the boys at Seismic Cinema, thanks for your support and all that. They guys are doing this film as well this week. I'll be interested to see their take on it, see what they say, if they enjoyed it, or they're a wee bit younger than us anyway, so they might be like, what is this old ancient film? But they're good chaps, and I'll look forward to seeing it. So enjoy your weekend, my man. I'll
Yes,
enjoy
I shall.
mine. I'll go and see Screaming Monday as well.
Yes. So, well, cheers for listening, everybody, and cheery bye.
Goodbye. See you later. It's a script.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make it.